All right, this is like take 30. I'm not even gonna lie. I keep messing up. But what's popping, everybody? Welcome to another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about something that I think is really not talked about at all. Now I see the TikTok on this, but aside from that, I've literally never heard anybody even put this into perspective. And when I heard it, it was like, damn, it really resonated with me. Now, if you've been keeping up with my channel at all, you'll see kind of my past couple videos. A lot of times I'm talking negative about myself. I'm talking negative, but like I'm expressing negative things that's been happening to me throughout my trading or happening for me, I'll say. But what I mean by this is that like I've blown a lot of accounts, just have not been following my rules all the way, been losing a lot more, not getting payouts as frequently. I've only gotten like three payouts this year, and we're in April. I've only gotten three payouts, which is very, very bad. So like a lot of just negative things within my trading. And this video that he was talking about, it was a TikTok creator. I think his name is Alex. He goes to college. He's an Asian TikTok creator. But he was talking about how he misses when he was his discipline from when he first started trading when he was unprofitable. And him saying this, I never really thought about it like this. Never really thought about my unprofitable self. I never reflected too much on it. But him saying this really stuck with me because I was like, yo, I was so disciplined as an unprofitable trader. When you first start trading, you are taught these skills, you are taught these values to where you're supposed to, all these different rules you're supposed to follow, and you follow them because you want to make it work. But what happens is you get a couple payouts, you make a little bit of money, and then a lot of these rules and the things that got you to the point where you were at or where you want to get to, they go out the window. And I can say that's what he was talking about for his video, because he was kind of expressing some similarities that I've been talking to you guys about, just blowing more accounts and been having a little bit of a harder time trading. But his whole thing was like, I was way more disciplined back then, and I missed that. And I can honestly say the same for myself because when I first started trading, I was so just by the book, if that makes sense. Like, okay, my mentor says only take two trades a day. I'm only taking two trades a day. My mentor says don't touch the seconds time frame. I'm not gonna touch it. My mentor says don't do X, Y, and Z. I'm not doing that. But when it came to me actually starting to earn payouts, I'm not gonna say that it made me arrogant or anything like that. It didn't make me arrogant, but it made me kind of disregard a lot of the rules that got me to where I was at. Um, and I'm making this video to talk about it because I think that it's very important to shed light on it. And I want to talk to you guys about my plan going forward with it. So, yeah, quick little backstory. It took me over 2 years to even pass a funded account. It took me over 2 years to pass my first funded account, and then another probably like 6 to 8 months to even get a payout from there. I was very, very, I guess, slow when you compare it to other people. A lot of people will get their first payout within a year or two. It took me over almost 3 years to get my first payout. Um, and I will say it was a snowball effect. I got the snowball effect where, I got that first payout, I got another one, then I got another one, then I got another one, and it started to ball up. And then I'll say probably just within the last few months, as I've gotten more confidence, I felt like I've been, becoming a better version of myself, a better trader, and things like that. A lot of the things that got me to where I am at today, where I was at that point, I started to disregard. Waking up at a set time, working out in the morning, following a certain specific set of rules when it comes to the charts, following a set of rules outside of the charts, going to sleep at a certain time, like all of these things that I was so adamant on and disciplined with, I've been finding myself really just neglecting. And I'm not gonna say like I don't know how to fix it because the easy fix is to start doing it again. That's the easy fix, right? That's the easy. That's what we all may think it is, but like honestly, I think that it's rooted deeper than that because when you first are trading, you're treating these funded accounts like they're Mount Everest. Like you treat a funded account when you first start trading, like, damn, I just can't wait to pass this account. I can't wait to, get my first payout. But then once you get over that hump, you're like, yo, this is easy. This is how my brain is looking at it, right? This is super easy. It's a statistical game. It's math. If I blow this account, I'm most likely gonna pass the next one. Like it's not that deep. It's a couple of dollars. I ain't tripping about it. So it's like you think about it like that, and now you start to full port eval. You start to take trades that aren't even really within your model just to, scalp for an extra couple of dollars to pass the eval because you just hate the idea of being on an eval. And then, you're taking things and breaking your rules just because you're on an eval. And then a lot of the times you will take these into your actual funded account once you either pass it or you fail it and then pass the next one. Whatever the case may be, once you go to the funded account, it's very hard to just turn off your brain to that part. Turn off the habits that you've kind of been building up over the past couple of months, over the past couple of years, however the case may be. It's not that easy. And I can say for myself, at least, it hasn't been that easy. Like, I found myself like really just not being the best version of myself on the charts, and it's caused me to lose so much money and go on a straight up cold streak where I have not been making any money from trading, and it's been like a month and a half, 2 months. I haven't gotten anything from trading, so it's like, and this is one of the longest periods since I started trading where I haven't seen any type of profit, which is weird to me. Like it hurts a little bit. Because by the end of this month, if I don't get a payout by the end of this month, which I probably won't because I'm taking a break right now, it'll be 3 months, and it's like, damn, that's different. And I think for me, how I'm going to approach this, and before I even get to that, like I said though, the reason I feel like this is happening is because I was taking these evals and applying my ego to them, thinking that I'm better than the evals, thinking that I'm too good to trade an eval. Which, at the end of the day, if you are a profitable trader, 9 times out of 10 you will not want to be on the eval. That's just point blank period, right? But I think my issues were that I was starting to take trades outside of my system, and this is where a lot of the times I'm going wrong at. I'm taking trades on the 5 second time frame, resulting in me taking 10 trades in 1 minute, account blown or account passed. But these are just bad habits that have just all been building up like scar tissue. And if you know anything about injuries in your body, scar tissue, once it builds up and gets strong, it's there. Like you have to work. Like I tore my ACL. I tore my ACL in high school, and my scar is right here. They had to massage the scar tissue month after month because it builds up, and then it can cause pain, it can cause tightness, it can cause a whole bunch of things. So you have to really work on massaging that scar tissue and getting rid of it. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm taking a complete break right now. I have been just losing a bunch of money trading, and it has not been a good thing. And it's taking me to come onto the camera and be like, damn, like this is not good. You're not doing what you're supposed to do, what you know you should do. And so I'm trying to work to get back to that. So right now I'm really trying to work backwards and focus back in and dial back in on just the basics and what got me to where I am, what got me to the point where I've made multiple five figures, where I've been fortunate enough to be able to give money away, take trips, do X, Y, and Z, all thanks to trading. And I want to continue to be able to do that, but right now I have to take the back seat. I can't drive right now because I've just been doing too many things that, excuse me, been doing too many things that are just pushing me back. And hold on a second. And when it comes to y'all, if y'all can even relate by any way, I'm not sure if anybody does relate to this, but this video can more so just be like an awareness thing. Like, yo, you always hear people say, like, once you get that first eval pass, once you get a couple payouts, once you're already profitable, full port the evals. Don't trade the evals crazy. Like, yes, this is fine, but I'll say for me, I started to take the evals as if they were a game. And I started to trade these evals as if like, I'm not really a profitable trader. I'm trading these evals like they're a game, like I said. Like, I'm not actually trading my strategy. I'm literally just trying to guess where price is gonna go and call it like that. Like, I'm not actually following a system. I'm not following any type of entry models. I'm really just entering off or whatever. So if I see a bullish candle, I might enter a long. If I see a bearish candle, I might enter a short, which is obviously not the right way to go about it. So I'm just making this video to spread awareness. Um, so you guys can know once you get to that point, if you're already at that point, you might be past it, you might be already profitable. Don't fall down this trap. Do not fall down this rabbit hole because it is very easy, excuse me, and it's very difficult to get out of because it shoots your confidence down. I'm not gonna lie, like it has made me a very unconfident trader because it's like I said, I went from being up here to literally being down at the bottom. That feels like no accounts, no payouts recently, all this stuff, and it's like knowing where you came from, it hurts, but it also feels good because you know that you can get back. If you've done it before, you can do it again. There's a gospel song like that. Um, if you did it before, you can do it again. And in reference to Jesus Christ and in reference to God working miracles for you, it can happen again. I know that for myself. I know I'm going to get right back to where I was. I'm going to get even better. I'm going to be a way better version. I think that this is all necessary in my story and in my process to get me to that point. And I'm going to now back to what I said I'm gonna actually start to do to kind of apply these things going forward. I'm about to go back to demo trading. I'm gonna be demo trading. I don't know if I can hear the cars, my bad, but I'm gonna be demo trading. I'm going to be really just taking it day by day, focusing on only taking one trade a day, not even two. Usually I'll say two trades a day, not even that. One trade a day, win or lose, get off the charts. I need to instill that back into my brain, instill that back into my system. I need to rebuild and rewire my brain to get me back to where I was at. So one trade a day. Another thing, only sticking to one model. It is always great to be able to trade multiple models, have multiple systems, and all that is handy dandy. It's good, but I feel like when you are starting out or when you're not profitable yet, stick to one thing. Once you master that one thing, yes, then you can delegate. Yes, you can expand and start to trade other ways. But when you are not profitable and when you are still just learning and trying to grow, focus on one thing. Focus on one system, one strategy that is proven that you know works, and just follow that and stick by it. Um, so that's my second thing. I'm going to only be focusing on one system, one strategy, one model that I know has gotten me paid in the past. Which honestly, I still need to look back at my data and figure out what I'm going to even do when it comes to that, because I do have a lot of things in my toolbox. I guess like I've learned a lot of systems, I've learned a lot of different entry criterias, and I don't know. I still need to figure that out in a sense, but I just really am going to dial back in on the basics, go back to the basics, and hope that that gets me out of this slump. I hope it does, and I can't tell the future, but I do trust in the universe. I trust in God, and I feel like all this stuff is necessary, and all this stuff happens for a reason. I keep stuttering. My mouth is mad dry. I'm talking all fast, um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Though, I hope y'all did enjoy this video. I hope y'all can learn from my wrongdoings and my mistakes, and take it, and apply it to your life, apply it to your trading, apply it to anything. Because at the end of the day, trading is a direct reflection, a direct mirror to real life. Like this can happen in any facet, in any area, whatever you do. It's very easy to fall off. It's not about, you know, or it's easy to get there, but it's about staying consistent and staying there, which is the hard part. And I showed y'all I've fallen off. I'm admitting it to y'all. I have not gotten paid. I have not been the best trader. I've not been myself as a trader, and it's not good. So I think I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Though, hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I have a free Discord. I have not been the most active in that. I'm gonna be completely honest, and it's because of what I just said prior. In all honesty, I just have not been the best trader, and I don't really feel comfortable sharing my trades with y'all, knowing that I'm not even taking the right trades, knowing I'm not even doing the right things. Like, but try to get back with that. Free Discord. If you have any questions, you can DM me on there. My Instagram's on bio as well. Any questions, comments, concerns, whatever the case may be, I am happy to help as many of y'all as I can. But thank you for watching. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Have a blessed day or night whenever you're watching this, and peace out.